Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at DOT. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Also, there is a donation link down below in the description. Feel free to donate to the kids in Gaza. And now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see we broke out of this channel down pattern pretty impulsively. From the bottom that we printed in October, we were up approximately 170%. As of right now, we're up 136%. We have been buying Polkadot for a very long time on the channel and on Patreon. I've been advising you of all of my purchases. I think the average buying price is around $7 to $6. And we're sitting at a bit of profit, but this is nothing major, nothing crucial. We're staking our DOT and making passive income. We're not looking to sell, and we're not looking to take profits in the midterm either. We're holding for the long term. Now, if someone is trading this, and if someone entered, for example, at $4 or $5 to swing trade or to take some profits when your targets are met, I would say these are good times to be selling, because the RSI, as you can see, is very close to the overbought. We have a pretty strong uptrend here without any real proper retracement. You could say, yes, we did have a few retracements here, approximately 18% there, and then we had another 18% there, and as of right now we're down approximately 15%, and down to the 20 EMA from the local high, that's going to be around 18% again. So we could continue, and we could break the August 2022 resistance and maybe even continue pumping after that. I don't think that's going to happen personally. I don't think we're going to have a massive pump. But then again, I didn't think we're going to have a Solana pump, and I didn't think we're going to get to $72 this year. And you can see that Solana already passed $120. So just because I think something is going to happen or isn't going to happen doesn't mean that that's the way it's going to play out. I'm just letting you know what I think. So if we indeed continue pumping and you're holding for the long term, there's really no need to worry. If your target has been met and you still haven't taken profits, I would say probably sell, because after this impulsive move to the upside, after we went up 160%, and this is a high cap coin, I would say just wait for retracement if you want to buy back in later. If you're just selling, great, take profit, congratulations, that was a nice trade. Now we have a Fibonacci retracement here from the swing low in October to the swing high in July 2023. Actually, no, that was, yeah, it was in July 2023. So we took out the 1.618 technical target. As you can see here, we had a nice retracement into the resistance, moved to the downside, and then we broke out impulsively. We took out the 1.618. We took out the $8.45 area, which is the second fib level, and we even took out the 2.272. So I would expect a retracement back to the 1.618 here, which is $7.20. That would be a nice area for you to dollar cost average into Polkadot if you still don't have any coins for some reason. If you zoom out, you can see we've been in this downtrend for quite a while. You had a lot of time to dollar cost average into this project, but if you are FOMOing in just because you see it pumping, then you should rethink your strategy. And once again, I said the RSI is very close to the overbought. Let's see if we're actually printing any divergences here. So we have this high. So we are printing a bearish divergence, as you can see, with the RSI printing a lower high, but with the price action, as you can see. So this is called a bearish divergence, and this is typically followed by a retracement. Now, for us to invalidate this, we'd need to continue pumping here for the RSI to come up and break this local high that we have on the index of 82, 83. And once we do that, then the bearish divergence is invalidated. But as of right now, we are pulling back down. Yes, we could have a bounce off of the 20, but seeing as how we went to the upside 169%, the RSI is sitting quite high. we have a bearish divergence. Bitcoin is slowly starting to pull back down. You know, all of these factors are telling me that there is more downside potential in the short term to midterm for Polkadot. So I would be more inclined to expect 720 to be retested rather than something like $10.07 off of the 2.414 fib here. But again, you should be ready for any outcome. I'm just letting you know that I think for the short term, I would be expecting a move to the downside. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. So we are on the weekly. You can see that we are running into the same resistance level that we ran into back in August 2022. And this is our crucial level that we need to break. Once we break above that $9 mark and we solidify above it, maybe we even give a nice retest to that level, then we can say that the bear market bottom has been printed. So the bear market technically is over for Polkadot. We did break above multiple resistance levels. We broke above all of the EMAs on the weekly. So the bear market is over, but to confirm that we are in the bull market, we obviously have the bullish cross on the weekly when the 20 crosses the 55, and then we have us breaking a major resistance level that sent us into this falling wedge pattern back in August 2022. So we had this massive dump in May after the Luna crash, and then we had a retracement. We got rejected from there, with a very powerful downtrend, and then once again we went up, but we continued printing lower lows and lower highs. So breaking $9 is the most important thing. Whether we do that right now or not doesn't really matter to me, because I'm holding for the long term. If you still haven't bought into Polkadot, then looking at the 55 EMA here, that's going to be a really good entry. If you are able to catch the price at that level, I would say don't hesitate. And dollar cost average, obviously, the lower you go, the more you buy, really. But I would say the 55 EMA is a good bet. And you can also take a look at some of these local highs. So we can draw something like this and potentially expect a bounce somewhere between $7.72 and $6.80. You can see we have a lot of touches off of this level. So it's quite a significant area. And are we going to be able to hold that area? I don't know. I just gave you that area so we can eyeball it and maybe set up some buy limit orders and in that block there. But taking a look at the RSI on the weekly, so we are in the overbought here, which is telling us that a retracement is more likely, but that doesn't mean that we're necessarily gonna dump immediately. We could still have another leg up here before we move back down eventually. We did break above this massive resistance trend line that has been keeping us down since November 2021. We had this on the charts for many weeks. We talked about this breakout for many months. And if you've been following the channel, you've been advised on this, and this is something that we were expecting. The stochastic is in the overbought as well, above the index of 80. I would say waiting for a retracement down, back down to the index of 20 at least, is not something that I would necessarily be doing at the current moment that we're in, because this is not a bear market anymore. You can't really be expecting a lot of downside all the time. But if you see the stochastic below the 20 and you still have some cash, great, put that cash to work. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would just wait for the price to retrace a bit back to the 55 EMA at least, and that's when you can start loading up with you know, you can buy some heavy bags below $7. And if we take a look at the volume indicator, you can see that we are starting to get a bit more volume, but it's nothing crazy, but it is more volume than we had throughout 2023. So this does confirm that we had a proper breakout here, and we just want to bounce off the 55 EMA, have that bullish cross, break above the August high, and then off we go. That's essentially what I am expecting here. The MACD did print a bullish cross here in October. The last time we did that was back in June, but that was very briefly. And then we did have a bullish cross back in July 2022, and that's of course when we had this. Where is July? There we go. That's July 2022, but that didn't really play out, as you can see, because the price went down after that bullish cross. So that was a divergence there. But in this case, we do have a bullish cross, and we are pumping after the October bullish cross. So this was a really good entry point. You can see the MACD had the bullish cross. At that point, the stochastic started moving up. It wasn't in the oversold, but it was a few weeks before that, or even a few months before that. And if you take a look at the RSI, we were also very low on the RSI, very close to the oversold here, and very close to the support level that I gave you at the index of 33.5. So if you were watching my videos, once again, you would have had a lot of good entry points, and at this point you would have been up by, you know, roughly 100%, or not 100%, I should say, but let's say your average is $5 or so, you're up 73% on a high cap. That's really good. That's really good. And just for speculation purposes, we can set up a Fibonacci retracement from the bear market bottom, from the supposed bear market bottom in October to the all-time high in November 2021. And our minimal target here is going to be at $108. And I do think that is possible. I do think that's very doable. I wouldn't be expecting Polkadot to go past $100, to be honest with you, unless Polkadot 2.0 is a massive success and there is a lot of demand for the DOT coin. If that is going to play out as I described, then of course we could shift our targets and we could start taking a look at some higher prices here, like $157 to $200. But obviously, I will be taking profits this bull market, and my patrons will be advised on everything firsthand, and then I'll be sharing my trades on YouTube. Thank you all for watching this video. Let me know what is your average buying price into Polkadot. If your average buying price is somewhere at $20 still, I would just start buying right now, to be honest with you. There is no shame in buying at $8.45. Bring down that average buying price as much as you can, and let me know what are your targets in the bull market. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and take care.